Our main card is all about the holidays and self-care. Some of y'all asked us to cover, how to deal with the holidays, and then also the idea of making sure you take care of yourself. I think that's something that we kind of always put into the mantra of being a prison wife. It's great to take care of other people. Believe me, I get joy from it. I love helping other people, but I also have to fill my own cup up or I will become dragon.
It's so easy to help other people because it distracts you from taking care of yourself or focusing on an issue that you've got or something else. And like, I am so guilty of that. So I feel like it's the mindset of a lot of us who enter these relationships. I mean, you have to be able to be empathetic and understanding and want to help. So it's easy to lose yourself, in my opinion.
And then also around the holidays, things start picking up, like the pace of life starts picking up, and you have all of these things on your to-do list, and you want to have a special family or Christmas visit. You want to get all these gifts for everybody. You got to make the food, all these things. And I think it's so important to remember in this hectic time, because we're getting into that hectic stretch, that you need to take time for you.
This is for the prison wife. Still don't break, love don't fold. I'm still here, I'm still gold. Through the glass, through the
Did you miss us?
People are going to think we were twinning on purpose.
We didn't really listen. We did not plan this whatsoever. We just showed up and go, "Ooh, look at you! Ooh, look!"
We're like, "Oh, we're twinning." We're on the same wavelength, is what it is.
We're completely on the same wavelength. Even after 2 weeks, we're still on the same wavelength. I love it. So, do you want to fill everybody in on what you were up to?
Sure, y'all.
Lately?
So, our Patreon girl, anyone who follows me on social media already knows where I was. I was in California, y'all. I got to go see my honey. Our Patreon girlies know the tea because they saw I did a little what's in my bag, whatever, for my family visit. So I got to show everyone like what I pack and the food and everything. And you kind of get to see my like pre-visit jitter nerves in real time. But we had a great time. I got to spend Saturday night, Sunday night with him, and then Monday we got picked up around like 11, which is pretty late, but we got checked in really late, y'all. It was I'm not gonna bitch because at the end of the day I got to spend the weekend with Joseph, and I know that's something a lot of people can't ever even do ever. So I would do it all again, but y'all, the process of getting checked in with like 55 other families is such a hassle. When I say 55, I mean 6, but that's a lot. Like, especially when the other families have more than one person. That means that they brought more stuff that needs checked. We had someone who had like an ADA accommodation too, so we had to everything just takes a little bit longer. So, of course, lucky little Paige was second to last to get dropped off. So I got to sit and drive around on the car when we dropped everyone off and when we picked everyone up. But like I said, I would do it all again. It was amazing. And today I am here with, you can't even tell, I got my eyelashes done, not this past Friday, like 2 days ago, but last week. And typically, like when I'm only a week out from my eyelashes, they look nice. They look okay. But guess what? Not when you have your family visit with your husband, because I swear, if you were able to see these in person right now, that's why I have eyeliner on. I don't know what this man did when my eyelashes are gone. My fake my lash lady is gonna be pissed, and I'm so sorry, Daria. She's not gonna be happy, but it was a good time and it was worth it. So cheers.
All right. So basically, family visit knocked the lashes off?
Quite literally.
Oh, yes. I love that.
Lots of lashes missing, and like literally, like right now, like they look so rough.
I was gonna say, I thought you got new lashes.
No, it's just because of my eyeliner. But thank you so much.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, for me, from here, it looks like you have the lashes on.
That's the trick of the eyeliner. Thank you so much.
Well, good job with the eyeliner, honeys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would have never known if you hadn't said anything.
Now you need to tell us about your lovely.
Oh, well, I had same weekend. Last weekend I had my visit with Michael. We went up there. I spent the whole weekend up there. Friday through Monday. We had a glass visit on Saturday and contact visit on Sunday, which was amazing. Obviously, it was just And if you follow me on my social media, you would know that it was just so hard to leave. It was very emotional leaving Sunday. Sometimes I can power through and go, and then sometimes like those drives when you're leaving the prison, especially when you know you're driving farther and farther away from them and you won't see them for a hot minute, it hits you, and I just had a minute where I was just very emotional and I just overcame. Like I said, it doesn't happen every time, but it happened this time for sure. But we had a great visit. I can't complain. Everybody was nice. I actually went the same weekend, and I stayed with one of my best friends. She's like family to me. For her daughters got to go. If you've seen the God Behind Bars dance, it went viral. It was a father-daughter dance put on by God Behind Bars, and shout out. I'm going to give them the proper shout out, but shout out to God Behind Bars because we stayed in an Airbnb all together, and I got to see the girls get ready. I got to hear about the dance when they got home, and then obviously later on I saw the videos, and I was like, oh my gosh! But it was just such. I'm so happy for them, the girls that got to go, because some of these girls haven't seen their dads in like years.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just such a beautiful event. So I was happy. I wish I could have gone, but I was happy to kind of be there in the moment as like it was happening, and I got to see the walk where they line up the walkway where the girls run to their fathers on the pink carpet. I got to see that when we were picking up people around to pick up people from visitation. So it was a great weekend overall. I already told my friend, I'm like, I miss y'all. So we'll probably try to do something for Christmas. Hopefully we get Christmas visits. That's what we're hoping for. So yeah, it was an amazing time. It was an amazing time. It's just hard to leave sometimes, but
It
yeah.
is hard to. It's so hard to leave. I mean, anytime, really. I mean, I
Mhm.
know our situations are a little bit different, but like anytime I leave, when I left this time, I went to my friend Anna's house, who shout out
Mhm.
Anna. She let me
Anna.
crash there after my
Mhm.
family visit, which is so nice because after you leave visit, it's like depresso mode. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I kind of go into zombie mode, and I was kind of feeling sick. As soon as I got to her house, I literally vomited in the toilet, and I was like, can I just exist on this air mattress? And she's like, absolutely. And that's like
Oh.
what I did. That's why I then I turned my phone on. I looked at Facebook because like didn't have my phone the whole weekend, and I saw your
Mhm.
status, and I was like, me as I just puked. I was like, we're even though we're not together, we're together.
Yeah, we're in it.
Hmm.
We're in it to win it, and we're in it together. And shout out to Anna for holding you down and
Hmm.
helping you out,
Tied my hair
and
back.
it. Yeah, that's so. When you told me that, I was
I
like,
know. I
oh, my
know. She's such a
Shayla,
like
my
she
Shayla.
wasn't grossed out. She's like, wait, she gets a hair tie, ties my hair up. I'm like, love her.
Yeah, she's a
She
blessing.
really
Bless
is.
her. I also wanted to put you guys onto something. I'm drinking my visitation drink. If you don't know, here's Mike and I's new favorite drink that we get every time we're at visit, whether it's glass or contact. This is Sprite Zero, or you can use regular Sprite and cranberry grape juice. Oh my God. It is like divine. So I'm putting y'all onto something.
I love like I haven't had one in a really long time, but whenever like I used to get like UTIs and stuff, I would drink cranberry juice, and I like wouldn't be mad because I like cranberry juice.
Dude, the cranberry grape and the cranberry raspberry. Oh,
Yes,
so
I
good.
love cranberry
So
juice.
good.
I know some people don't, but I'm like, yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, well, I'm like obsessed with Sprite cranberry. Like, I will buy cases and cases when it's season because it's seasonal. I will buy cases and cases of it, and I absolutely love it. Um, so this is like a really cool mix because I can kind of tailor it how I want it. Like I can put
Hmm.
as much juice as I want and all that stuff. Can I just say this before we start the pod? Because you talked about your visit, and one person on our Patreon left you a question, and I wanted to ask this question. I think I've asked it before, but I don't remember if it was in this detail. But she asked this based on your video that you put up. But I just want to know, I'm not going to do the whole question. She wrote a long thing. I'm just going to do one question because I'm very interested in this. She said, what do you do if you don't have a doctor's note allowing you to bring in food? Would you be served the regular prison food plus maybe the option to order from commissary? That's her
It's an
question. So
interesting
I wanted to ask that.
it's an interesting question, and honestly, like I would probably question and think the same thing if I wasn't sure. So to have a family visit, you have to order a package of food. So similar to how we do like packages like quarterly for like walk and horse and all that stuff. You
Mhm.
order a family visit package, and the only option at his prison is through walk and horse. So you order basically all the food in there, and then ship it there. So if I didn't have a doctor's note, I would be forced to survive on all of that processed, really disgusting
Yeah.
food. So it's not, you don't get whatever they're making in the chow hall or anything. You get whatever is in your walk-in horse package, and that can be expired, it can be opened, and it's all terrible. So that's
Ooh.
why they kind of like it's like a known thing where everyone was like, if you can, most doctors will write you a note because I mean, what doctor really wants their patients to have to stay on a diet like that? Like, even right now, ironically, not really ironic, but as you know, Joseph has all of these heart problems. He has a pacemaker that he just got put in 2 years ago, and he has heart problems and he has to go see the doctor regularly outside of the prison. Literally, the last time he was there, like the one doctor was like, okay, well, keep on like the healthy foods with the greens and all, like everything that they don't get in there. That's like the biggest like way to help him. And I made him go to the doctor this last time with like a notepad that said like, okay, well, I can't get these, and if this is the best
Mhm.
way for me to help my heart health right now, can you get me a doctor's note so I can get some kind of like healthy exception? And right now, that's kind of what we're working on, because like if his doctor is saying that he needs to be eating this, or else he's literally going to keep hurting his heart, then what else? You know what I
What are their
mean? Yeah.
options?
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm, and like if your doctor is saying that, so he asked him for a note, but I guess he has to go through whoever is at the prison to do it. So it's just like a whole process. It's like that. What, your doctor's not? I just need to breathe, and we'll get through it.
Yeah. I
But
know.
yeah.
It's a process. It is a process. And I hope that he gets the note that he needs and the information he needs to be able to get the correct diet to help him,
hmm
have a healthy life because that's, pacemaker is scary.
he still has times when he'll like wake up, and like when he goes in for his checkups where the doctors like will read the data and everything, and they're like, oh wow, your heart like almost stopped a few times, and like it's like it
Oh
shot
my
it,
God.
there's many times that it has shocked him, and like it's just, he's not like an old man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets what he needs from the doctor. Hopefully the doctor steps up and does the right thing. Come
like
on,
that's what
doc.
I'm like, I know, I understand they're in prison, so like they're not going to advocate probably as hard as they would for other people, but like if this is
Mhm.
exactly what he needs, and he's coming in and still experiencing issues, like at what point would CDCR be held accountable for not, for like literally watching him die? Like I don't know, like I mean, I understand he's in prison, I'm not saying,
Mhm.
but like do something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, sorry for that
Well,
tangent on the food question.
no, I'm glad you brought it up. These are real things that we deal with
hmm
as wives of men who have health issues in prison. I mean, this is real.
hmm
This is real time, you know? So, but my fingers and toes, and I'm praying that he gets what he needs to obviously live healthier and live according to the doctor's
hmm
orders. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Me too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. We love you,
Love you,
Joe. We
honey.
want to see you. We want to see you glow and
Yeah,
grow,
I love your
Joe.
broken little heart, because I have a broken little heart too. Anyone who doesn't know, I had open heart surgery when I was born. So, I always talk about how our little broken hearts, our little heart
Y'all are
problems.
y'all are each other halves
hmm
for each other's
Yeah.
hearts. That's sweet.
hmm
Well, I guess we should say hello. 13 minutes
Hi,
in.
friend.
Hi, Wallers. Welcome to Love with the Malls, a Prison Wife podcast, the Prison Wife podcast. I'm being cocky today.
Period.
Um, and we wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor, our lovely OG Wallers at Patreon. And hey, guys, come join us. It's literally $5 a month, less than that if you do the yearly plan. And we have great stuff. Like we have extras we put out. We put out mini pod episodes, all kind of stuff. We love our OG Waller fam. They get to choose some of the designs that go up on the podcast. They get sneak peeks of things. They get things that we can't put out here all the time. So we love our little Waller squad over there. And thank you guys for believing in us, for being a part of this and pushing us to continue and keep going and keep growing and take over the world. So
We appreciate
thank you
you guys
guys.
and the
Yeah.
contribution of $5 a month. It's still $5 a month, like even if it doesn't feel like anything, like that adds up for us on our side. So like we can do things like sponsor this pod now. So like it means so much to us, and just know that although we only like put your name on like a little thing, we like there's active times I know that Gigi and I will just like look at it and just like randomly we'll text each other and be like, I can't believe this many people support us
Yeah.
and want to help us, and it just means a lot. So
And y'all were over 100 people. I can't believe it.
that's
Like I
crazy.
never like we were excited when 20 like 2 people or 20 people and we have 100 OG Wallers at this point. So over 100. So come join the fun over there at Patreon. All right. Before we do what up with that, I just want to talk a little bit about some tea. But I'm going to do this in the most. Listen, I woke up to a shit show this morning. But I'm going to do this in the most diplomatic way possible.
Would you care for some tea?
Okay, you guys, I've learned this the hard way, and I'm obviously a person that reflects on my own mistakes. And obviously, I've said things that have made people feel a certain type of way. And I've learned from that. However, and I'm trying to be a better person. I'm always reflective. I'm trying to do better. I woke up this morning actually, because this all happened yesterday and last night, and I went to bed early. I woke up to my friend in distress, my best friend, like my family, in distress because a woman was making really awful rumors about her husband at visit yesterday. My friend lives very far away from Angola, and she gets this information, and she's had obviously, there's always as a woman, you always have doubt in your brain, and so when you hear stuff like this, it triggers you and it makes you spiral. And obviously, she's also a fellow Gemini, so I know where that nervous mindset can go with information like this. But this woman came out and made up this thing. Thank God my friends were there at visit and could attest to the fact that all of these rumors were absolutely false. Basically, assuming or stating, not really assuming, stating the fact that her husband was at visit with her and her husband's family and was all over her husband's like relative, like kissing, hugging, like more than just friends, basically. Okay. So this rumor came out, and she said it like it happened. Well, obviously, it gets back to my friend. My friend confronted her. The problem that I have is, first of all, it didn't happen. It was all false because my friend was like, "Yeah, that's not true. I was there the whole time, and that never happened." Second of all, she doesn't realize, the person that made up this rumor doesn't realize the trauma that my friend's children had to deal with because they heard the conversations between, my friend and her husband and my friend and this other woman. And so I put out a PSA, like, if you're going to run your mouth, I'm coming. Like, do not talk about my friends. First of all, those girls are like my nieces. And for someone to make these really heinous rumors, like put it out there, like she's trying to get somewhere with something, I don't understand how you can do that to a family. A family that was there last weekend at the God Behind Bars dance.
Can I give my opinion from the outside?
Sure.
I mean, it's all without knowing anyone involved, like any of the outside figures. it's all jealousy. Like the the
That's
the
exactly.
absolute I'm sorry, the beautiful videos and pictures and everything that came out of that God Behind Bars event is beautiful. And like, anyone who's not happy with themselves internally or can't stand to see other people happy or in the spotlight, that will bother them. And they'll do stupid things like this to create animosity within their relationship just because they're like, that makes them feel better on the inside.
Yeah. You're 100% right. That's exactly what I said. Like, this woman clearly has had a vendetta against you from day one because they've like, you guys have always had some type of tension there. And then, like you said, this event happened and her girls are all over. They're on Newsweek. They're all over national news. Like, this is going viral. And I think she doesn't like the fact that this family is, having a beautiful moment and relishing in it and showing the beauty of rehabilitation and families staying together through incarceration. And this woman is just like, I'm going to shit on it. I need my 15 minutes.
But like,
You know what I mean? Like,
my thing
no.
is with people like that, and this is like, I said this to you earlier, like, this woman who did this, does she think about her own husband and the fact that he is incarcerated with this woman's husband? And it's like, it's now he has to answer for your actions. And like,
Yep.
that you just put him in a situation that didn't need to happen for what?
Well, and the two guys already had a conversation, and basically the husband said, like, I understand that you can't control what your wife does, but keep my name and my wife's name out of her mouth. Basically, that's what it came down to. And these two are in the same program, and they're working towards rehabilitation and doing wonderful things. But yeah, it creates tension within the guys too, because you're creating problems for an entire family. And I know this dad. This dad is a 100% wonderful girl's dad. And if his daughters are traumatized by this rumor, he's going to have something to say. I already know it. He's going to handle that. So watch your man. You should watch your mouth. Like, that's what I want to say. Like, I just think people need to realize before they start making these really bogus rumors that are hurtful and hateful, and I listen, I did it too. I've learned the hard way. I got called out for something that I made a mistake on. So I get it, but you have to realize who you are really impacting when you say comments like this, especially if you have children involved, and that's where I get really, really territorial. I was like, pit bull mode activated. Like, you do not harm children in this. And that's what you're doing. You're hurting these children who just came back from a beautiful weekend with their father.
I'm sure. I'm sure that they probably didn't even think about that. Like, they probably just wanted to like cause some drama because they knew like that they were on like cloud nine and happy off of a visit like that.
And my thing is, can I just say this? I'm trying to be diplomatic, but really, like, you're a dumb bitch because you had, sorry, we had friends visiting in the same freaking visiting shed.
Yeah, so it's like
Like,
obviously your shit's gonna get called out. Like, I don't.
exactly. And it was called out by two of my friends. They called the woman and confronted her. So it's not anything that hasn't been said to that person. I want everybody to understand that. So, but like, how dumb are you? How dumb are you? Like, we have people that go there every weekend that tell us about things that are happening, and they can like basically say, yes, that happened, or no, that didn't happen. So,
As if we all don't have enough issues, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just had to, whoo, I had a spicy moment.
Hey, that's okay.
But that's my friend. That's my family. Like, these people I consider them my family. I've known them for 9 years, and I'm very close with them and I'm very tight with them. And, I just think when you go after the children and you start impacting the children, I have to say something. I have to say something because these children are already impacted by incarceration. Do not shit on them. You know what I mean? So, awareness. Okay. All right, Paige, we ready to get started with what up with that?
Sure am.
What up with that? What up with that?
All right, Paige, it is what up with that legislation. Paige, do you have anything?
I do, actually. So this is actually something I read the article this morning, but I was actually informed about it through one of my friends who her husband is incarcerated at one of these facilities. The Federal Bureau of Prisons says falling concrete is forcing it to close a prison near Los Angeles. Um, the Bureau of Prisons is closing the California lockup that was once home to Al Capone and Charles Manson over concerns about crumbling infrastructure, including falling concrete, threatens to knock out the facility's heating system, according to an internal memo obtained by the Associated Press. The agency is suspending operations at the Federal Correctional Institution Terminal Island, a low security prison south of Los Angeles. It currently houses about 1,000 incarcerated people, including cryptocurrency fraudster Sam Bankman Fried, who is pretty notorious, and disgraced celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti. The decision to close the facility, at least temporarily, is not an easy one, but as the facility is saying, is absolutely necessary because of the falling concrete and the infrastructure issues. The facility opened in 1938, so it is a pretty old facility. And it's been the most recent facility that has been targeted for closing. They're basically trying to figure out where to send everyone to, because at this point, no one really knows where they're going to go. But it is kind of a big safety issue. The Federal Bureau of Prisons and the Justice Department is the largest employer. I'm sorry, the Bureau of Prisons, the Justice Department's largest employer, has more than 30,000 workers, 122 facilities, and about 155,000 incarcerated people that they have to annually budget into everything, and that exceeds the $8.5 billion budget that they currently have. So this is supposed to help with their budget issues, but of course it's going to make chaos for absolutely everyone that's there. So for example, the woman I know whose husband is incarcerated there, they just found out about it like a few days ago. She found out about it first, and then the word passed on the inside, and she lives kind of near Southern California. And keep in mind, this is a federal facility, and it's kind of near Los Angeles, like Long Beach-ish area, and they're just all going to be shipped out different places. So they're kind of in this state of not really knowing what's going on. You guys
Like limbo.
know federal's a little bit different than state, so she's kind of worried, like, do I have to worry about him going to a different state? Like, this is something that they did not have to worry about. So we're gonna see where they are going to relocate all these people.
Yeah. Wow. And that's hard. It's a hard time when you don't know what's going to happen. Like that sitting in that unknown can be, make you spiral, make you really, really start thinking about everything for sure.
I can't. It's especially a lot of these people, like they've been there for 9 years, and she's never really thought that one day they'd wake up and hear this. So I hope that they're able to kind of figure it out, but I know that that's probably really not there. Yeah. They're not really probably worried about them as much as they're worried about like refiguring the jobs and, whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I have some wonderful news out of Louisiana. Calvin Duncan, who was an Angola jailhouse lawyer, helped many other people with their cases. He was eventually exonerated. He was elected to be the clerk of court for Orleans Parish Criminal District Court. He has become an attorney, an author, and an activist. It says, in a sweet full circle moment, he will oversee the same clerk's office from which he struggled to get his own records when he was incarcerated. He is an inspiration for a lot of people. I know the guys inside. I know Mike. He worked on the row as an inmate lawyer. He is an inspiration to the guys. The guys were so excited to see that he won. It made national news. I'm just going to say he's an inspiration to so many. We are grateful for his work, his wisdom, and we can't wait to see that what system he kind of works towards building a more fair system. And it's critical for people seeking justice in their cases. So shout out to Calvin Duncan for winning Orleans Parish Clerk of Court. Sorry,
and being
blah, blah, blah,
released. He
can't
is
talk.
no longer on death row. He is free. He is a free man.
He is a free man. He went from inmate lawyer to now an elected position. So congratulations to
I
him.
will never forget how you told me about him, and I know you said it on the pod before, that's why I'm bringing it up now, is that every time he would introduce himself to people, he'd be like, "Hi, I'm Jimmy Duncan, I'm innocent." And it's just like crazy how, how do you not lose your spirit and like your brain when you're
Yeah.
in that position, and for him to come out and still be a good person and want to like help, like it really speaks to his character.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Very excited to see this happen. And I never thought it would happen in Louisiana, but here we are. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Do you have something else,
I
Paige?
do. I have good news too.
All right.
So the Prison and Justice Writing Program at PEN America has announced its Incarcerated Writers Bureau. The Bureau is a digital resource to make professional and creative opportunities more accessible to writers in the United States prisons. The Incarcerated Writers Bureau currently has 21 participants from 12 different states. So the Bureau announced on Tuesday, November 25th, that is, the digital resource will be made public for professional and creative opportunities, and making it a lot more accessible for writers who are in prison to help submit their writings. I know there's a lot of people. We have people that reach out to us all the time that are like, my loved one wants to write, or like, is there anything that they can do? Like, this is exactly the perfect program for that. So currently, the Writers Bureau has 21 participants, I said, in 12 different states, including Washington, Michigan, New York, California, Minnesota, Idaho, Wisconsin, Florida, North Carolina, Texas, Massachusetts, and Kentucky. It offers valuable information about working with and supporting writers in prison, and it also includes a database for publishers who want to spotlight people from the incarcerated community. Professionals who utilize the digital resource can expect material on contacting, paying, and editing writers in prison, as well as ethical guidelines for working together. Submitted opportunities for incarcerated writers will be displayed on the website and printed in quarterly newsletters. So it's just a really awesome program that was put together. This says, even when the publishing industries aim to be intentional about making space for the breadth and diversity that exists in contemporary literature, one group that typically still gets left behind are the writers who are incarcerated or impacted by the justice system. So that was a quote by the CEO of this company, and he says, for too long, powerful storytellers in prison have been left out of publishing and writing opportunities due to the challenges of connecting with the wider world. The Incarcerated Writers Bureau joins a network of organizations and projects that have been working to break down those walls and separation through a more equitable process. So it's called PEN America. I suggest everyone can look up into it. It's starting up, and I think it's a really awesome resource. I mean, even for writers on the outside who want to look up prison right and quote they said quote them, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
It's a great resource. And I really recommend everyone looks into it, and especially if you have a loved one incarcerated, like even Joseph has should I write something or do something? I'm like, if your intuition and your brain is telling you to do that, hell yeah, and then why can't you?
Yeah, and here's a great resource, And I will say this, writing, as someone that loves to write, as someone that's a writing teacher, writing is such a wonderful, artwork. We always talk about artwork and crafts being therapy. Writing is also a form of therapy for these guys that are incarcerated or justice impacted. And then for that, it gives them a voice, and typically in a situation where you're voiceless, or your voice doesn't matter. So shout out to this group for helping them, and put their voice out there.
It's pretty amazing. One of the incarcerated writers has had it says he's been in prison for 28 years, but he's had his work featured in Harper's Bazaar, the Journal of Women in Criminal Justice, and a lot of other awesome avenues. So I definitely recommend, and it's awesome. It's cool to see stuff like this still coming out.
Yeah. Wow. That's wonderful. Congratulations to those people.
Yes.
Dang. Harper's Bazaar. Ooh, you fancy. Ooh, you fancy now. All right. I have another good one. Out of I think you saw this one. One of our friends on Instagram posted this. It's about prisoners in Maine, how they're
Oh
thriving
yeah,
in remote
I
jobs.
shared that on my FB.
Yeah, and yeah, so contribute, please, Paige. But other states are seeing this and starting to take notice. This story follows one of the incarcerated individuals, Preston Thorpe. He's 32. He's already landed a dream job as a senior software engineer. He also got out of prison and bought a modest house with a six-figure salary. And it was all because he put in long days of remote job work at Mountain View Correctional Center in Charleston, Maine. So this program really does help set them up. It's like a program to get you ready for real jobs. It gives them real jobs where they're working remotely in the prison, and then they can take what they've learned and apply that. And it's like you're already a step ahead because so many people are looking for people in software engineer or, customer service or whatever. And you already have that job skill nailed down. I mean, you're coming out of prison already set up for success. And it gives them a taste of something to be proud of themselves about. I mean, this guy just, he talks about his journey through the remote job process in prison and how that played out for him when he got out and how he's been obviously extremely successful with these remote job because of the remote job training and programs that he's got inside the prison. So I hope that there's 45 main prisoners that are currently working right now remote. And I hope that other states see this and see this as a wonderful opportunity, not just for obviously exploiting the 13th Amendment, but obviously giving them an incentive to do something that could help them on the outside as well.
Like it's totally perfect. It gets them busy while they're serving their time and keeps them straight on track, gives them a routine. It's everything. And then it gives them like you said, a door to walk into as soon as they're done. Like they don't need to, walk into some, warehouse or be forced into these other jobs that a lot of times people who are coming out of prison are forced to do. Like this is a career field that they can build in, and
Yes.
they're already known to be reliable. Maine is amazing in the way that they are very much ahead of the rehabilitation side of things, and I think every state, even California, could take notes from the way that Maine does stuff.
Hello, CDCR. Did you have anything else,
I
Paige?
don't. That's it for me.
Okay, well, I just want to give a shout out, a couple shout outs. First of all, before I do, let's go ahead and roll that out because it's kind of tied into what up with that, but it's obviously a couple shout outs I want to give.
Shout out!
All right, my first shout out is obviously to the Innocence Project. We obviously had my friend, Mike's best friend, Jimmy Duncan, get out this past week on appeal bond from the state of Louisiana. Even though the state of Louisiana tried and tried and tried to keep him from getting out, the Supreme Court of Louisiana did rule in Jimmy Duncan's favor. He is out on bond, waiting the state's appeal on the judge's decision that the judge's ruling that he was found factually innocent of the crime, and he was sitting on death row for 27 years, incarcerated for 32. So shout out to Innocence Project. Also, the Innocence Project exonerated Danny Davis in Illinois. After 33 years of time, he returned home after falsely confessing to a murder in Cairo, Illinois that he never committed. DNA testing proved his innocence. So I just want to give a shout out to the wonderful work that the Innocence Project is doing to help those that are wrongfully convicted and incarcerated get free and get their cases overturned. That's my first shout out.
Shout out.
My second shout out is obviously to God Behind Bars for putting out this Angola father-daughter dance. I can't thank you guys enough. I saw first, I didn't attend, but I saw firsthand how the dance impacted these young women, how the dance also impacted the fathers. It was a beautiful moment. And, there are some people that seem to believe that prisoners should be punished, and they should not, like, you shouldn't be bringing your daughters to a prison and all this stuff. And I just wanted to say thank you for showcasing the beauty in connecting families through that are incarcerated families, because with love and support, that like it really showed true rehabilitation happening in that moment. And it was a way to heal a lot of trauma brought on to both sides, the children and the fathers, that they experienced through incarceration. So shout out to God Behind Bars. One more shout out with God Behind Bars. I do want to give a major shout out. I did this on Patreon this past week. Shout out to Lady Frickin' Gaga. She just started a new makeup company called House, Haus. I can't tell you how, like, the girls' faces lit up as they showed me all the makeup they got in their swag bags at the God Behind Bars event. And to know that Lady Gaga donated, like, I'm talking pounds of makeup, like pounds and pounds and pounds of different makeups, eyes, cheeks, blush, lip gloss, everything, mascara, for these girls to have, and not just chinky stuff, but like good stuff. So shout out to Lady Gaga for, doing that for these guys. I was shocked to see that. I was like, oh, this is Lady Gaga's new brand. Hello.
She's always been on the right side of
yeah,
everything.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love her.
for sure. But I just wanted to, I give flowers where flowers are due. And I felt like that was something.
Absolutely.
So,
The God Behind Bars project is absolutely beautiful, and I love it's. I've always seen it because it always goes viral because it has to, because it's so special, and like you have to have a really dark soul to not like see those videos and not have it touch you in a special way, because regardless of your opinions on people who are incarcerated, like those little girls that are there did not choose that life, and they deserve to have these special moments with their fathers, whether you think they don't or do.
yeah. And I think the people that are saying that, I mean, like you said, it just shows the darkness in their heart. And, sadly, a lot of the people that are commenting this are like older guys, like, you know what I mean? So it's just men. Yeah, it's men feeling, like
Miserable.
their masculinity is threatened or something.
God forbid. God forbid. Don't they want these men to show up as dads? It's like, what do they want?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, all right, I guess we'll get into our main card. Our main card is all about the holidays and self-care. Some of y'all asked us to cover, how to deal with the holidays, and then also the idea of making sure you take care of yourself. I think that's something that we kind of always put into the mantra of being a prison wife. It's great to take care of other people. Believe me, I get joy from it. I love helping other people, but I also have to fill my own cup up, or I will become like a dragon.
So,
like I will become.
It's so easy to help other people because it distracts you from taking care of yourself or focusing on an issue that you've got or something else. And like, I am so guilty of that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Sometimes I have to say, you know what? I'm not doing anything today. Like I did that Friday. I was like, after Thanksgiving, I'm just like, everybody's like, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go do that? And I'm like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to sit on my couch and do absolutely nothing. And boy, was it everything. You know what I mean?
I love a good couch sit. I love a good couch sit.
Or a bed rot. You know what I mean? Just laying in bed. I think I laid in bed till like 11 o'clock. Not that I was sleeping, but I just didn't want to get up,
Yeah, and we should all be able to do that. Sometimes I feel like it's just hard to give yourself grace, especially like when you're trying to be like, that person that has got it together and can help other people. And I feel like that's the mindset of a lot of us who enter these relationships. I mean, you have to be able to be empathetic and understanding and want to help, So it's easy to lose yourself, in my opinion, by doing that.
Oh, yeah. And then also around the holidays, things start picking up, like the pace of life starts picking up, and you have all of these things on your to-do list, and you want to have a special family or Christmas visit. You want to get all these gifts for everybody. You got to make the food, all these things. And I think it's so important to remember in this hectic time, because we're getting into that hectic stretch, that you need to take time for you. And listen, we always say it does not have to be an all day thing, even though bed rotting all day is wonderful and glorious. But I also say, like, sometimes you just, like, even if you do take yourself to the gym, like for 20 minutes, you go for a walk on by yourself without any noise, you read a book. Some people like to just go sit and read a book and have just quiet time, peaceful time.
Have a book read to
I
you.
know.
Audio.
Oh, wait. Oh, audiobook too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like put your earbuds in and just chill out and listen to your audiobook. That's also great, and that it gives you time for you to take your mind off everything that's happening in the world. It gives you time to just focus in on one thing that's and know that you're doing it for you. And you feel when you're done, you feel so refreshed. I even had a friend that was like, I don't have time. She's a very busy person, but she's like, sometimes I just like to go sit at Starbucks, get a cup of coffee, and just drink the cup of coffee and people watch and just take it all in. And it's maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm on my way. And like, that's her little token to herself, you know?
That I respect that as someone who could probably never do that, because like my problem is, and I've even like tried to figure out how to be better at it, is like I'm constantly going and I constantly want to get things done and I want to do what I need to do so I can get to that point where I can like sit. So like even if I like was like, oh, I got to go to Starbucks, that would be like on my to do and I'd be like in and out. Like I would never, like I wouldn't be able to sit there and not think about everything I have to do because this
Yeah.
is messed up, you know?
So what are some things that you do, Paige, that you do for yourself?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure, listen, there's a lot of people that relate to, having the ADHD and having a, mind on a, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like a little squirrel,
Whatever's next, yeah.
Yeah. So what are some things that you say that you do for you?
I think my creative outlet is my way of relaxing, which sometimes people are like, well, you're still doing stuff, but like not really, because like that's my brain's way of chilling. My brain doesn't really ever chill, like unfortunately.
Mhm.
I'm always like thinking about something or looking at the next thing, but like when I get into my creative mode, whether I'm like painting or editing or like coming up with something, like that's like probably my like relaxing state, because I don't know. I just, unless like I'm taking a trip to the garden, it's very hard for me to make my brain stop. And I think that's why I also, will garden to give me my self care,
Yeah.
because otherwise my brain is just like, oh no, you need to do this. Oh, you need to do this. Like even as soon as I wake up, I'm like, okay, I got to shower. I got to do this. Like not everything
Yeah.
is a task, but my brain looks at it as if it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, some people take their time at the end of the day and have a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like us, we garden. Like I garden so I don't spiral.
Mm-hmm.
I garden to take my mind, away from all the worry. It helps me relax and get to a place where I can just be at peace, and fall asleep. That's why I really garden. But um, I think also, just taking the time for you and doing something that it brings you joy is also self-care. Just
Mm-hmm.
like your editing, even though technically you're working, it sparks a joy in you, and it's something that you like enjoy doing, and that's like a hobby is self-care. Like doing a hobby is self-care. So, like you said, the painting, the crafting, all those things. Like I enjoy doing beauty stuff. I enjoy getting a little face mask and putting that on for 15 minutes and just zoning out for 15 minutes. Giving myself that time. I love going on walks. So those are things that reset me. And I think when you're finished and you come back to the real world, you feel like you're in a better headspace.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, whenever I feel like I'm forced to do things, that's when I like get in a weird, like that's where I start to like reject. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
like this. Like even Joe and I, this is kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. With me, I'm an
Hmm.
ADHD girly. Um, Joseph and I have even had to have the talks as of recently of figuring out our time, just because like he's joined different groups recently, and like our schedules change with his classes. So like we have to figure out the times that are best for us both to talk on the phone, because sometimes we'll get into habits where he'll either call me when it's best for him or opposite, and like that doesn't mean it's the best time for me. So then sometimes like we would be on the phone and then I would just like maybe have an attitude because I'm like, well, I really am busy right now, or like just because this is your free time, you know what I mean? So we like
Yeah.
had that talk and we're able to kind of like figure out how that works. And that is one way that you can manage your relationship, because like I think we both were having like our own kind of like animosity in the back of our head, being like, we both have to be on for each other when we need it, but in reality we
Yeah.
don't need to be,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good that y'all can communicate that and talk through that,
we had
and work
we've
through
had a
that.
lot we've had a lot of interesting conversations, but honestly, as of recently, but those are like I said, that's what makes like Joseph and I, or like our relationship, special, because like
Yeah.
it's conversations I would never actually have, or I hadn't had before in relationships, where like they would either just go unspoken and I would just sit on it. But like to be able to have like a comfortable relationship and be like, okay, this is what is going on in my brain right now and this is how I feel, and to be able to talk about it and address it is very adult, very.
Yes.
And it's crazy because I could explain all this to someone and then add in the part, oh yeah, this my significant other's in prison. They'd probably be like, what? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's me too.
These are the conversations we're having,
Mhm.
like healthy, normal couple
Mhm.
conversations that most couples on the outside don't even have.
Literally, my most healthy relationship because of Joe is this
Hmm.
relationship, because he doesn't let any, we don't let any of the things that might linger and fester in other relationships. Like if we have that, we address it and talk about it, because especially when you're in like a long distance relationship or you're with someone that you can't be with all the time, there's too much room for figuring out the in between the lines. So it's like, no, this is what this meant.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Well, I'm glad that, obviously we live in a world where we live in our relationships, like the importance of communication and breaking all those things down and talking through things. And we talk about it all the time on the pod, but it's actually good to see like examples of this and like see it play out and have the conversations you normally, like me, never had before in previous relationships, have them now and be like, have somebody that holds you accountable to communicate. My husband does that for me. So I wasn't always the best communicator, and so I've learned to do that, and it's beautiful to see that you and Joe are doing that and talking through, all of the things, not just the easy things, but also the challenges too.
and I feel like it makes it feel more I mean, I was going to say normal, but normal is such a weird word, and who likes normal?
Yeah,
But like it makes it feel just like you just like can feel the genuineness of the way that you care about
yeah,
each other.
yeah, absolutely. So let's shift gears. Just remember self-care, guys. Self-care. We'll keep honing in on it as we go through this holiday season, but I also want to get started on talking and having a discussion about the holidays, a time where families are coming together and couples are taking their little cute pictures and doing Christmas parties and all of the things. And you're just sitting here going, well, I can't be with them all the time, or I may not be able to be with them for this holiday season. And then you get into the prison wife blues, the Christmas blues, or the holiday blues, because it is really hard. It's hard when you have everyone get together for Christmas and you're by yourself, or when your family's all together and their significant others are together, or you see them shopping together, or you see them out, doing Christmas festivities, and you're, left behind. You feel like you're left behind. Paige, is there anything like, have you dealt with this, and like, how do you cope with the holiday blues, the prison wife holiday blues?
I feel like for me, I do try to include Joseph in things. It's hard because obviously, um, he's not here and he's across the country. But we do try to, maybe is not as much focus on the other relationships, which it's natural. It's gonna happen, y'all. We all do it, you know. Even when I go to places like the airport and I see couples flying, why does that bother me? Because I wouldn't even really particularly want to fly with Joseph, but I'm like, but I can't do it. So in my brain, I'm like, that
Mhm.
makes me, feel some kind of way. But I feel like working together to find ways to keep yourself feeling close is the best way to navigate that. And like literally, okay, my husband, I'm about to put him on and show how amazing he is, so he can get ready to pat himself on the back. This is the most recent thing he's doing to help me because he knows that I'm, sad and like, have been missing him. He's been talking about how he wants us to have like a steak dinner or like eat together. He's getting his food sale. All of his like they have a food sale that they're gonna get all their food for on Thursday. He
Mhm.
literally has been talking with his sister and planned it with his sister to find a steakhouse near me so that she can order a steak and have it sent to my house so that when he gets his food for his food sale, I can get my steak delivered to my house, a steak, which I never have had a steak delivered to my house cooked. Um, and then we can eat it together because he's always trying to tell me to get steak, and I'm always like, okay, yeah, I'm not spending $50 to get a steak to, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Like
Yeah.
I like steak, but not like enough to do it like that because that to me that's like a luxury. I don't know, but he's just doing
Yeah.
this Thursday just because, and it's like I feel like doing things like that even outside of holidays helps like
Mhm.
keep your relationship like special because it's like we might not have holidays and stuff, but like I can't even tell you someone that's loved me and cared about me this much to do things like that. So it's like offsetting the
The
yeah.
negatives, it's a really outweigh wow, Joe.
Mhm.
Holy cow, Joe. Wow.
He
Mike's gonna be like, "Joe's put me to
he
shame."
he literally because at first he was like asking me without
Wow.
asking me. He was asking about a steakhouse near me that's not really a steakhouse, it's a buffet house. He's like, "Have you ever heard of that?" And
Mhm.
I'm like, I mean, yeah. He's like, "Have you ever gotten a steak there?" And I was like, "I don't think so," because it's like a buffet place. So I was like, I mean, I don't
Mhm.
know if I would get a steak there. So that was his way of trying to do it without asking me. And then he straight up was like, "This is what I'm doing. Can you tell me a good steakhouse by you?"
Aw,
I
Joe.
know.
Oh, my heart goes pitter patter. That is so sweet. And listen, that's one way to stay
Hmm.
connected and do
And I
something
know not
to
everyone
where
has
you,
that money either. So like,
yeah,
and that's not something we
yeah.
do all the time either. So I'm not trying to like be like, you need to do
No, this is a
this.
special
Yeah.
occasion. Yeah. And I think it's just so good to feel that connection.
Hmm.
Like it's something that you both are doing at the same time or around the same time and you're enjoying together and y'all can talk through it. And it's like almost having a dinner date, just you're separated by
Hmm.
miles. You know what I mean?
Literally. So like we're gonna be on the phone the whole time. He was even talking about buying a little pizza from there for Brody because he knows Brody will be mad.
Wanting something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't leave Brody out.
Hmm.
That's such a great idea for the
Isn't
holidays.
it?
It really
I was like,
is.
that is so because I he was talking about it last night, and I go, so when are you talking about doing this? Because like now I'm just gonna be sitting here thinking about steak. And he was like, oh, this Thursday. I was like, what? I was like thinking he was thinking like,
So like this week coming up,
yeah.
like the day after the
Mm-hmm.
pod. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you take
Oh my
pictures?
God, yeah, yeah. I'll post him on
Because I want to
I'll post it
see.
on
I want to see this.
Patreon.
Yeah. Are y'all doing a video visit or y'all just doing a phone call?
He wouldn't be able to bring food, but he
Okay.
should video me so he can see what he
Yeah.
got.
Yeah. Aw, I love
Yeah.
that.
So that's like I feel like that's a special way, but I feel like we all
Yeah.
focus on the bad stuff naturally because we that's what
Yeah.
we want. Our brains are like, oh, I
Yeah.
want that.
It's easy to go. It's easy to go that direction. I just wanted to share something that I like to do for the holidays that helps me stay connected to my loved one. I love what Paige is doing. I'm so jealous. I kind of want to partake in the steak festivities. But something I like to do, I don't have any human children. This is my child.
Hi,
You want to meet
Gustavo.
my child, Gustavo? And he loves to go car riding. So something we like to do for the holidays that helps me kind of get over the blues is take Gustavo. Oh, there's Joe. Hi, Joe. Not much. How are you? All right.
Hi.
He's clean. He's so fresh and so clean.
We're recording.
Do you see Gustavo?
Isn't he cute? Sorry, Gigi.
Oh no, you're fine.
Thanks, honey. I love you.
Aw.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Joe. Take care.
See, video called. I was like, wait, I'll come
Aw.
pick up real quick. We can jump
Okay.
back in.
Well, hopefully that doesn't cost. That
No,
doesn't cost you
yeah, it
anything, huh?
does, but it's only like cents.
Oh, is it by the minute?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. Okay, sorry. So Gustavo loves to go for car rides, and something that we both love to do is to go see the Christmas lights. There's something in New Orleans called Christmas in the Oaks, really, Gustavo. And so we go, and what I do is I go and I videogram Gustavo looking at the Christmas lights.
He's so cute.
I know he's ready to get down. Anyway, so I like to do that because it's something that obviously I would love to do with Michael if he were here, but I have my baby boy and he enjoys it, and I enjoy doing it, and I think even missing him in that moment, being able to get him involved and show him like as if he were there, it brings me a certain level of joy. So I would also tell, prison wives, if this is your first Christmas alone, do things that make him and you both feel included together as a unit, because there's, like you said, there's so many times where you can just kind of spiral and think about all the things you don't have, and then you can get to a really dark place that way. But find ways to include them in your holiday stuff. I think that helps lessen that hurt and that pain of missing them. And it also it's very therapeutic for them because they feel included in something. Keep in mind, they probably feel excluded from a lot of things. They've been ripped away from a lot of things. So having those little moments with them and having those little magical times during the holidays is something that you can do to, help you feel better and help them feel, that there's no disconnect even during the holidays, because it can be
Feel
really
like
hard.
the one thing that I've been slacking at, that Joseph even like tells me and reminds me, hey, you can do this sometimes. Like literally taking photos of my day all the time and sending them to him, because like it's never annoying or it's never too much, but like I don't do it enough. And like he, like you said, wants to see it and act like he's here living life beside me. So it's like take advantage of those things, like taking photos all the time, sending them all the time. Use Post and use all of those resources to
Yeah.
help them feel like, they're here, because that helps them just as much as it helps us.
Yeah, and like, we're their light, we're their joy, we're their safe place where, for most of the time they're living in seeing traumatic things happen. And, doing the nice stuff like the holiday stuff is great, but I love that our guys, Mike too, loves the everyday shit.
Me too, because I'm not a big like I feel like holidays are their own thing. I like being special on random days more so,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I just love that they love, like, they want to see us in our everyday stuff. Like, Mike loves to see me with no makeup. What am I wearing? Like, what are you doing today? Show me, like, show me your house, show me your room. Like, what are just random. I'm like, okay. Like, I think they just want to be included so bad, like, and see what we do every single day. So,
The same way we want them here to see what we're doing.
yeah. Yeah. So, you ladies, guys, whoever's out there supporting someone that's incarcerated, I think, you have to find ways to just get yourself through those days, and doing something that brings the two of you together is such a great way. We talk about self-care, doing things for you. That's also very important, but I think, finding ways to connect the two of you together, even in this hard time, makes the sting that much less, if that makes sense.
For sure.
So, all right, Paige, do you have anything else?
Not really. I feel like when we bring some of the ladies on to talk about more, well, we can dive even more into
Yeah.
holiday. I don't want to do too much and be like,
Yeah. And I also want to say that we started our 12 days of Christmas in counting down for the first until December 12th, obviously. In Love Within Walls, our support group. If you're welcome, you want to come to join us. Every day is a different theme. We have prizes at the end. You will we have 3 people that will win a little beauty gift, a self-care beauty thing, and then 1 from the pod. So one of our wallers who engages with our pod accounts, whether that be TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, or even on the platforms that we have our podcast, y'all will also get, 1 person will be crowned Miss Waller 2025, and you guys can win another self-care beauty little gifty. So very excited about that. That's something that you can do to help also break the holiday blues too. Get involved and get, thinking about things and doing things that help you feel better, All right. Are we ready? Oh, Paige. Uh-oh. I'm getting a call.
oh, who is it?
Who could it be?
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Frederick.
an inmate at Florida Correctional Institution.
All right. Florida Correctional Institution's calling. And that means it's our favorite prison scammer, the man for all the ladies this holiday season, Florida Fred. And that means it's time for your questions and comments. Paige, did you want to get us started with our questions, our comments?
Yes, our beautiful friend, Miss Dan Gurr said, love to hear about how y'all spend the holidays.
Okay. I usually spend the holidays, to be honest, with Michael because I love, we do Christmas Eve dinner. We do Noche Buena, and then Christmas Day, I'm usually up at Angola, visiting my hubby and having Christmas meal with him. So that's usually how I do my holidays.
I'm boring, and I just usually will stay at my house and maybe go to my brother's or my mom's. But we have like a low key Christmas here, and then of course Joseph will video visit with us. But I've never traveled for Christmas because, as y'all know, I'm a mommy. I'm a mommy, and I can't really. I'm not gonna leave him for Christmas, so
Yeah.
I'm here with him.
Yeah. Totally understand. I'm sure there's a lot of moms out there that get that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have one question from Hello Kitties. She said, if you have time, can you revisit ways to navigate prison convo at holiday gatherings?
Funny enough, we did.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we did. You could even use some of the ones I made for that Thanksgiving one for Christmas, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're on your 3rd marriage? Pass the mashed potatoes, please.
Yeah, be like, I'm not here to talk about my relationship, just I don't care to talk about your relation. You know what I mean? It's like, why is that what we're talking about? And it's like, if you want to talk about my man who's incarcerated, let's talk about the good too. Let's that last slide was a nail on the head for me. It's like, okay, you can talk about the terrible mistakes or mistake that he made in his life, but let's also talk about everything after that point too, because that I think speaks more to his character now than that does.
Yeah, we can talk about his crime, but let's also highlight the things that he's been doing these past so many years that he's been incarcerated. Let's talk about what he is doing to correct and to rehabilitate. Let's talk about that.
He's more sober and more mature than everyone at this table. So it's
Amen.
bye.
Amen.
I don't.
Yeah, I think just kind of getting away and trying to steer away from, the
Jumping to the
negative
negative.
and yeah, and coming back with the positives. But let me tell you about the programs he's in. Like,
Hmm. Be like,
let
oh
me tell
yeah,
you what he's
like
doing.
he is in prison. Do you know how terrible the conditions are at his facility right now? Or like,
Hmm.
different things like that. Like, I remember they had lockdown. They weren't allowed to like leave their cell, but once a week to shower. Like, things like that. Like those are the things that people should be interested in, but instead they're like, oh, they're in prison, so XYZ.
I think it's just you have to take control of the steering wheel in that
Hmm.
conversation
And be
and draw and
confident.
move it.
And
Yes.
don't let them
Yes.
shake you. And be calm and talk slow with it. Don't let them make you raise your voice. And no matter what, keep your steady pace with it, even if they're making you mad. Just be like, well, I don't really understand what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Blank stare.
I love yes, and I love the idea of confidence.
Hmm.
If you appear like you're angry or bitter, that leaves more room open for them to come back at you. Whereas if you appear happy and confident, like, yes, that's my husband,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
like your point,
No one, no one, no one
like,
cared when my last significant other was here and verbally abusing me. We didn't care about
yeah,
that.
no,
We care about this man.
then
Oh,
yeah. So I think it's good to just like I think confidence is majorly key, and like I had to have this conversation with my parents, obviously, and I think the biggest thing is showing them that you're not miserable, you're not sad, you're not angry, you're not grieving, you're happy to be with this person no matter what the circumstances are.
it's what you want.
There are people that live long distance. There are people that have very different type of lifestyle relationships, whether that be one person's, hospitalized or, in some type of treatment center and the other person goes to visit them. There's lots of cases. And so this is the same thing. It's just a relationship, just happens to have some distance and space and, time between us. That's all,
I feel like another one, like specifically, I'm thinking about my mom. Like, one of
Mhm.
her biggest concerns with my relationship and everything is, of course, worrying about what other people think
Yeah.
about me and that impact. And I think really kind of hitting that nail on the head for her and being like, Mom, I don't care what these people
Yeah.
say. Because I think she worries about me and worries about my mental health and like sitting there and taking in what people say. But like, I'm not the same person that I was, when I had weaker skin before. Like, I can read these things and laugh at them too because I know my truth and I know, my relationship. So it's like telling your family, you don't need to worry about me in that sense. Like, I understand you care about me and you want to protect me from dealing with these things, but like, I can look at the people saying them and understand that the situation is a problem with them themselves and not me.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And, I hate saying it, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my fuck it era. And I
Hmm.
really don't care what people think anymore.
Hmm.
Like, if people know me, like truly know
Yep.
me and know who I am as a person, then this relationship doesn't define who I am. If anything,
Mm-mm.
it shows or highlights the good qualities in me.
Hmm.
That I'm an empathetic person, that I care about people that society has thrown away, that I have found love and a beautiful partner despite challenges and adversity.
Yep.
Like, let's be real. Like, I'm a badass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch.
You found
Bitch.
love in a hopeless place, some
I
would say.
found love in a. Okay, sorry. Cueing my Rihanna. But yeah, I think having the confidence and delivering it with such calm and coolness and not letting them get under your skin because people do. They make comments that are like meant to
That's
piss
what
you
they
off.
want. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And you giving and not giving them that, you're winning. Like
Hmm.
you're already getting the W there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The next
All
one I
right.
have is the last one I have is from Miss Addie Advocates, and she says, "If Prison Wives had Hogwarts houses, which one are you in?
Oh, I've already done the Hogwarts quiz.
What are
And I
you?
already know what I am.
What are
You
you?"
want to say it on three? Do you know what you are?
I I'm terrible at like Harry Potter stuff.
Okay.
I know the houses, but I don't know who I would be. Like I know
I
that
feel like we'd kind of be in the same one.
what okay, what is it?
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Okay, yeah. What is that? Is
And
that like?
Hufflepuff, hold on. I'm gonna Google it right real quick.
I know I'm not the snake. I know we're
No,
both wearing green, but I'm not the
that's
snake.
like ruthless. That's like Scorpios.
Mm-hmm.
They're like ruthless. Hufflepuff is one of the 4 Hogwarts houses founded by Helga Hufflepuff, which values hard work, patience, loyalty, and fair play. Its emblematic animal is the badger, and its colors are yellow and black, representing wheat and soil. The house's common room is a cozy basement, and its members are known for their kindness and strong moral compass, having produced the fewest dark wizards of any house.
Oh, okay. That's me.
We're love and light
Yeah, I love that for us.
and everything right. Yeah, I feel like I've done the Harry Potter quiz and I'm obviously a Hufflepuff. So
I'll have to take
I feel
it
like
and find out. But I'm sure you're right.
yeah. I think we both kind of fit in there, living this life. All right, we did have one speaky pipe from our homegirl, my mana Ceci. So I'm going to play that for us. Let me find it in my email. Hello. It was from a while back, so we never played it. So I need to find it. Speakies. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Here we go.
Hi, ladies. It's me, Ceci. I just wanted to reach out and express the importance for all of our families that have an incarcerated loved one in CDCR here in California, the importance of having the medical form 7385 in their file. I had sent it to my husband and he never turned it in. Long story short, he was sent to the hospital and I was contacted because I'm his emergency contact person. But because that form was not in his file, they couldn't give me any information of why he was in the hospital. It took 72 hours before he was able to
I remember
get
that.
the form, sign it, and have it faxed back to the facility so that they can reach out to me and tell me what was happening with him. But again, I just wanted to reach out to all the families, the importance of having this form on their file. It was very hard for me these last 5 days not knowing what's going on and having no answers for his family, for his mother, for his kids. So yeah, that's why I'm coming on here. Please, everyone, have that form filled out. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for all you do. And Gigi, you did an amazing job in Vegas.
Oh, it cut off.
Hear you.
Oh, thank you, Ceci. I didn't know she did that. I just heard the beginning of the message. I didn't hear the last part. So thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mana. Thank you so much. I love you.
That form is so important, and I have to be honest. I have to Joseph and I still need to fill one out, and I really do need to do one because he has heart issues, and I need to not find myself in that same place. And honestly, it's just ridiculous that that even needs to be a thing because it's like if I'm the significant other, why can't I do this?
Why am
But
I? Yeah.
they have rules in place to make things difficult, or for one thing or another. So just a
Does
reminder
it have?
for all prison wives in California: if you don't have that form signed, you are not going to be able to get any kind of medical information from the hospital about your loved one.
And I'm assuming this has to do with HIPAA. Like
I
that's
believe.
why you have to sign a release form. So what is the form? Do you know? Do you know?
I
She said
forget
it.
which
The
one
number.
it's called. We'll put it in the
Okay.
we'll put it in the about me when we're done.
Okay.
When we post this video, just so everyone is aware.
Yeah, she said something 70, 74, something, maybe 75. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, that's super important because gosh, going 5 days without hearing from your loved one and not knowing what's going on,
I remember when
that
she was
has
dealing
to
with
be.
that.
Yeah. And just knowing that he's in the hospital but you don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Like that has got to be a nightmare. Like that's like our worst,
The worst,
fear,
yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Ceci, for talking about that and bringing that up because I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know about that. And obviously, I'm sorry you had to, learn about the form and the hard way, but hopefully your loved one's
She
okay.
knew. I remember she knew about it. He just never turned it in. So then she got into this position where she was like, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah.
So make sure your man turns it in too.
Fills it out and turns and submits it, please. So, all right, honeys. Well, that's all I have for Speaky Pipes. Did you have anything else, Paige?
That's all I got over here.
Oh, wait. Do we want to announce our partnership?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you do it.
What you want me to do?
PFA?
Well, with the Prisoner Family Alliance and the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
So technically, I know we Love Within Walls is the name of the pod, but we also have, as you guys know, a Facebook group called Love Within Walls, which is a support group for anyone who has an incarcerated loved one within any system. It doesn't even have to be just the United States. We have members from all across the world. We have just recently partnered as our group with PFA, who is the Prisoner Family Alliance. And what we are going to do is offer the Prisoner Family Alliance support groups to our members of Love Within Walls. They have all kinds of different support groups. They have support groups for long-term offenders. They have support groups for sex offenders. They have support groups for a lot of different people that are in these situations that a lot of time, struggle to find free therapy or virtual therapy, because a lot of these are only in person. So we're going to be offering online, virtual, free therapy twice a month for these groups. So if you have a loved one incarcerated or know someone that has a loved one incarcerated, please recommend them to our group and have them come on over, because even if they don't want to talk in the support groups, I've found sitting and listening to other people helps you feel a lot less alone and a lot more heard, because it's all people who really understand what you're going through.
Yeah. And they have moderators. They even have that lead the support group chats or virtual meetings. They have so many different. The great thing I love about Prison Families Alliance, sorry, is that they offer so many different type of support, virtual supports. Like Paige said, it could be for SO, it could be for addiction, it could be for mental health, it could be for children, it could be for having a child incarcerated, having parents that are incarcerated, it can be for having siblings. They literally have. They even have support groups in Spanish. So if you have someone that, doesn't speak much English or is afraid to go to an English speaking support system, they have moderators that run it in Spanish and Espanol. So there's no reason to not have support. This is a great nonprofit organization. And so we're, encouraging if people need more support, because I feel like sometimes and they're trained professionals that do this, that have been, taught how to do this. We are, advocates, and we support everybody, but obviously we're not trained, but we enjoy having fun and we enjoy having our girls' nights. But this is an extra level of support that some people may need, in navigating this system. So,
Yep.
Shout out to Julia and Prison Families Alliance. So thanks for partnering with us.
Just say
PFA. So yeah. Thank you guys for partnering with us, and hopefully I look forward to we're doing a lot more with them in the future. We have some things in the works, so we're going to take over the world. Let's just say it.
We want to make a positive impact on this world beyond just our stigma crushing on the pod, y'all. We really want to actually make a footprint and help people any way we can. So if you have an opportunity or have anything that you think that we could help with, send it our way, y'all. We are trying to help make a real difference in this community.
Amen. And amen again. Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, that's all I have, Paige. And I'm looking forward to our special guest next week.
Me too.
And also our prison wife holiday storytelling series and all the things to come to finish 2025 and start rolling into 2026. So very excited for what we have in store in the future.
Thanks for listening, friends. We love you.
Yeah, and one more shout out to our Patreon fam for sponsoring this pod. Like I said, we would not be here without you guys. So thank you so much. Love you.
Love y'all.
Besitos. We'll see y'all next week, guys. Be on the lookout for a meme. Bye.
This is for the ones who love through the distance, for the ones who stay solid while time keeps ticking, for the ones who hold it down but never lose themselves. This is for the prison wives. Still don't break, love don't fold. I'm still here, I'm still gold. Through the glass, through the gates, ain't no distance make me change. Still don't break, love don't fold. I hold strong, I don't go. I don't wait, I don't beg. I hold it down and lift my head. They don't see the late nights, letters on the table, fighting through the system, just trying to stay stable. They don't see the count days, they don't feel the time crawl. They just see the sentence, but they don't see the love at all. Yeah, I made the vow and I stand 10 toes. Still got my life, still got my goals. I hold it down cause I choose to stay. This love got walls, but it don't got chains. Don't break, love don't fold. I'm still here, I'm still gold. Through the glass, through the gates, ain't no distance make me change. Still don't break, love don't fold. I hold strong, I don't go. I don't wait, I don't beg. I hold it down and lift my head. I'm a prison wife, but I'm still my own. Made my own moves, still stand on my throne. They think I'm just sitting here wasting my days. Nah, baby, I've been building while counting the days. I ride for my love, I ride for my king, but I ain't no fool, I handle my biz. I ain't weak, I ain't lost, I ain't throwing my worth. I hold it down cause I know what it's worth. Through the letters, through the calls, through the gates, through it all. Love don't break, love don't fade. I'm still here, I'm still brave. Still don't break, love don't fold. I'm still here, I'm still gold. Through the glass, through the gates, ain't no distance make me change. Still don't break, love don't fold. I hold strong, I don't go. I don't wait, I don't beg. I hold it down and lift my head.
Don't break, love don't fold. I'm still here, I'm still gold. Through the glass, through the gates, ain't no distance make me change.
Still don't break, love don't fold. I hold strong, I don't go. I don't wait, I don't beg. I hold it down and lift my head.
Down and lift my head.